So when I'm sitting down with people and working with them, one of the questions that comes up is, and maybe it's more of an anxiety that comes up rather than a question, but it's, will I ever have to go back and get a job in retirement? Will I be able to just retire? And it shows up more as an anxiety around, I don't want to go back and work once I retire. I want to retire and I want to stay retired. And so I think a lot of that anxiety stems from not doing the work. And what I mean by that is not taking the time to sit down and develop a plan, develop a strategy. A lot of that comes through the cross your fingers and hope method of retirement planning. And it's just like, well, I don't know, I'm here. Hopefully I've saved enough money. I'm just going to take about this much money out and, hopefully it works. Hopefully I don't have to go back and work. But that is a question that can be answered mathematically. But it just does require some effort and does require some time. And preferably, the sooner that you do it before your retirement, the better. Because then if adjustments do need to be made so that you can retire when you want to retire, then you have at least some time to make some of those adjustments. And that may mean, the bad news is that may mean that you have to make some sacrifices now. And you'll have a decision to make about what's more important to you, making those sacrifices now or, enjoying your retirement. But at least that you have that option and you have that choice and more importantly, the time to do so. So, what it requires is really figuring out, what do I want to do in retirement? How much is that going to cost me? And then from there, you can figure out, how much do I need to be able to achieve that? And you can put strategies in place that, are actual strategies. Always remember, hope is not a strategy. So hopefully that gets you on the right track in determining whether you're able to retire and stay retired. I do think that, to some extent that is a question that can be answered, but the bad news is again, you're going to have to put in some work to do it. So if you have questions or if you want to explore that with me, I'd love to do that with you. We'll include our phone number at the end of this video. Just give me a call and we can set up a time to have that conversation.